Hey there, my meaty friends. This is Reed, aka CarnivorousChef, aka Eggy Boy. My Instagram family made me proud and got 1,000 likes on this impromptu chuck roast shakshuka I made over there. So for that, here's the full recipe video. For this one, I went ahead and made a whole chuck roast instead of scrounging for some leftovers. Why don't we just go ahead and get started by pulling out a device that I've never used until this video, the Instant Pot. Feel free to make your chuck roast however you want, but for today, let's start off by turning an Instant Pot to saute. Add in some sort of oil or animal fat to the pan to get a light sear on the chuck roast. Season heavily with salt and pepper and flip a few times until you're satisfied with its doneness. After that, pour in 1 1/2 cups of water or beef broth. Place the lid on and reset the pot to manual for 50 minutes. Ensure the pressure release valve is on and let it do its thing. It'll take 15 minutes for the Instant Pot to pressurize, 50 minutes for it to cook, and 15 minutes for it to rest. Once the time is up and your pressure is released, you should be left with a roast that's easily pulled apart and some good broth. Remove this meat from your liquid while reserving the liquid and give it a rough chop. Right here you can see the protein strands should pull apart with ease. Next up, place a pan over medium-high heat and add in 1 tablespoon of butter and let that melt. Once melted, add in all of your beef and give this a sear for a couple minutes on both sides to give it some color. Once seared, add in the following spices: 1 1/2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, a 1/2 teaspoon of granulated onion, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. Mix this around for about 1 minute to get the spices toasted before adding in 1 cup of your broth. Bring this to a simmer for about a minute before we crack in 4 eggs. The eggs can cook this way, but let's expedite the process by placing a lid on top, or in my case, a piece of foil. This will help steam the eggs as well as give us a dramatic presentation. If you want to fancy the picture up, top it with some sort of herb of your choice. If herbs hurt you or offend you, please feel free to avoid them. I just need a pretty picture. Let's take this first bite for the Patreon community. If you're interested in joining, the link is down in the description below. The depth of flavor from the chuck roast alone makes this worth making. The seasonings just kick it up a little bit to make it awesome. You can kick it up a little bit too by liking the video and subscribing.